Hello, and welcome to the Kendall Hills in the Cuyahoga Valley National Park. This is the site from the start and finish line of the Fool's Trail Run. The following presentation is a pre-race briefing for the upcoming event. It is my hope that by spending a few minutes together now, you, the participants, will save time on the morning of the race. Race morning is exciting, and the last thing runners want to hear are a long list of instructions from the race director. Each tender routines are reuniting with old trail running friends and making final preparations. So without further ado, I'll start the pre-race briefing. There is a lot to cover and I hope it comes across clearly. I'm Lloyd Thomas, your race director. Welcome to this year's Fool's 50K and 25K trail run in cooperation with the Western Reserve Trail Running Organization, Cuyahoga Valley National Park, Boston Township, Ohio, and our terrific Northeast Ohio community of trail and ultra runners. I'm pleased to be a part of this event. I appreciate the enthusiastic response for the Fool's Run, and it is my hope that each one of you has a great trail running experience this weekend. The event has grown, and thus there are many new and old faces. I've heard that for many of you this is a first trail run or the farthest distance you've run. Everyone is welcome, and indeed this is a race. We are pleased to have an identical course for the third consecutive year. Some of you are racing for points in the Western Reserve Trail Running Series. Whether you're racing at the front, racing the clock, or racing yourself, or not racing at all, there's a place for you here at the Fool's Trail Run. We have a 9-hour time limit for both race distances. I want to acknowledge one of our key contributors. Cheney Events Management is doing the timing this year. Indeed, this is a race and your time will be recorded. As such, there are rules. Please bear with me as I will go down the list. We are guests of the Cuyahoga Valley National Park, and at all times we will be sharing the trails. This is an open course and we don't have a monopoly on the trails, so be a good citizen out there and help your fellow trail runner, and use caution when passing. That means make noise when passing. For packet pickup, we have Friday and Saturday at the Vertical Runner, or here morning of the race. We ask that each person pick up their own packet. We'll make an exception for spouses, but we want each of you to pick up your packet. And if you can't come on Friday or Saturday, please come early on Sunday. Bibs. This year we're using chip timing with our bibs, and when you come to pick up your packet, you'll get your bib, and on the back you'll see a timing device. We ask that you display these on the front of yourself on your shirt or on your shorts, and that you don't fold the bib. We know some of you like to fold them up all tiny as possible, but please, we need this for scoring, and we want to be able to see it when you're running. Another thing about the bib is this corner right here is a raffle prize, and when you come to check in, we'll be using these for the raffle for the carpool, and there'll be more on that later. I mentioned a check-in, so packet pickup and check-in are two separate events. We're going to have one dedicated person at the start of the race with a clipboard for check-in. Whether you picked up your packet on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday morning, you need to take the extra step and go over to check in. If you're not checked in with the starter, you're not going to be checked into the race. It's just that simple. We need to have you check in so we know that you're here and on course. So we have two races. We have a 25K and the 50K, and the course is a 25K loop done twice. So if you're interested in winning the 25K, we just have one stipulation, and that is you're declared in the 25K at the start of the race. So if you're declared in the 50K, you cannot win the 25K. One simple rule. However, if you're in the 25K and you wish to go on and continue the 50K, you're more than welcome. You just let me know at the finish line and we'll let you go on. And lastly, Western Reserve Trail Running Points. This year, new in 2011, is a long course and a short course series. 50Kers will earn points in the long course series, and 25Kers in the short course. quick orientation to the starting area of the Fool's Trail Run. You're overlooking Pine Hollow and the Sound of Music Hill in the background. You will start along towards the parking lot, and the first half mile is along the parking lot. For those running the Burning River 100, this is the mile 70 and 74 aid station. The appearance may differ as many arrive here at dusk or after nightfall. You're now looking along the start of the race. The first half mile are along 3 separate parking lots, and 50K runners are encouraged to park along this part of the race course and use your car as a personal aid station for your second trip around. Now here's a view of the final few hundred yards of the race. You're looking at the top of the sledding hill, and when you emerge from the woods, you'll be coming across this field towards the restroom, along the parking lot, and to the finish line. You'll see 2 chutes. You'll be directed whether you're 25K or 50K as you head towards the finish line. A little bit on the history of the Fool's Run. This is the 3rd year as a race, which was born out of the old April Fool's FA runs. Those of you who don't know what an FA is, please ask around and you'll be sure to find out. The history of the Fool's FA is a partnership with the Vertical Runner and Vince's Sunday Trail Runs. In 2007, out of a need to train for a longer summer ultra marathon, a few of us got together to run a 50K course, not unlike the one that you're running this weekend. The next year, a larger group joined, and in 2009 we became a formal event. Based on your feedback over the years, the reason for growth is a popularity of the trails. What else is there to say? We all love these trails. I'll take you on a quick highlight of the Fool's Trail Run course. While I'd like to give you a turn-by-turn account, I'm just going to hit the high points of this 25K or 15.7 mile course. The course starts out in the first 3 miles along the cross-country course. It is grassy and is wide trail, and there's lots of room for us to spread out. As we climb up to the top around the 2-mile mark, we start to head down into Kendall Lake. This 3rd mile is very fast, and it starts to descend back towards the lake. As you get close to Kendall Lake parking lot, you'll turn a sharp right onto the lake trail. Take special note of the aid station that's being set up there. This is the 3-mile mark, but we encourage you to go all the way to the 5-mile mark at Happy Days before taking aid. Please be prepared to take care of yourself for the first 5 miles. Furthermore, you'll be running so fast at this juncture, we don't want to discourage you by stopping. So you're going to take the left on that lake trail and head down towards Truxell Road, which brings us to the most dangerous point on all of the Fool's Run course. That's the road crossing at Truxell Road. High-speed vehicular traffic is going in both directions, and we do not have the right of way as runners here. We're to yield to all vehicular traffic, and any volunteer that is present does not have the authority to stop traffic. So please stop for all traffic. You'll be returning here on your way back from the ledges later in the race. You're looking at the bottom of the sledding hill here at Pine Hollow, and is also known as the spectator viewing area. That hill down there is where the runners will pass near the 12-mile mark after leaving Kendall Lake Aid Station. From here, runners will tackle the salt run before coming here to the finish. From up here, we could watch the action in the so-called spectator area with this valley view and amphitheater. It is my sincere hope that you have an excellent trail running experience. Along the way, don't forget to thank a volunteer. They're there to help you refill your bottle and keep you moving along the trail. I'd like to thank our sponsors, the Vertical Runner, the North Face, Hammer Nutrition, Western Reserve Trail Running, and contributors Cheney Events Management and Sherwood Inn Pottery, who's providing our terrific 50K finisher awards.